Welcome into my video where we're going through and testing every single weapon inside of MW3 to see how viable these weapons are for us to be using within our Zombies game mode. It's going to include the aftermarket parts, the aftermarket conversion kits, as well as the weapons from MW2. So if you're new around here and you'd like to see how weapons perform inside of Call of Duty Zombies, you are 100% in the right spot. Make sure you are subscribed with those bell notifications turned on so you're not going to miss out any future uploads from myself. As well, down below in the description you will find the link for my streams. I stream on Mondays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stream everything from MW3 Zombies all the way through to custom zombies and have an absolute blast over there and would love to see you all come and hang out. Now in today's video, before we dive into anything review-related, the support on the channel recently has been through the roof. I cannot thank you all enough for that. It is just truly unbelievable. We are rapidly fast approaching our 4th Black Ops 6 giveaway on the channel. This one is going to be a Vault Edition on any platform of your choice. To be qualified, all you need to be doing is be subscribed to the channel, make sure you are liking and commenting on the videos for your best chance to get in for the Vault Edition of Black Ops 6 once the channel reaches 5,000 subscribers. As well, on that note, with the channel growing as fast as it has, so has the amazing Zhordecommunity Discord. Just last night, our Discord has crossed the 500 member mark, which is truly astounding. I am so happy and so proud of that. Unbelievable. Now, the awesome part about this is as we grow, the Discord will become a 24-hour place in order to find a game to get in and have somebody help you out, and I could not be more excited as we push forward to reach that level inside of the Discord. Now in today's video, we're going to dive through my favorite day of the week for MW3. They update our weekly challenges on Wednesday, and this week, the one we've all been waiting for, the Jak Devastators, the Akimbo aftermarket conversion kit for the Reclaimer 18 shotgun. So we go ahead and we got that unlocked. It also unlocks the week 8 camo, which is what we're going to be using for today's run. So in today's video, you know it, we're going to have a look at the Reclaimer 18 Akimbo conversion kit and see how well this performs inside of our games across all 3 tiers, taking on bounty contracts all the way through. So hopefully by the end of today's video you have a really good feel for how this aftermarket conversion kit performs inside of your Zombies games, and you should be able to make up your mind on whether or not this aftermarket conversion kit for the Reclaimer 18 is something that's going to work for you inside of your Zombies games. So without further ado, I'm super excited to get into this one. Let's get into the Jak Devastator aftermarket conversion kit review for the Reclaimer 18 shotgun today. Welcome into today's video. So thank you very much for tuning in. I truly do appreciate that. And today, holy, look at the inspection on the Reclaimer Akimbo conversion kit. I just give you a second. This is amazing. So cool. He spits the bullet out back in. That is amazing. Alright, so on my channel, if you're new around here, when we spawn in, I usually put on all of my perks with no additions to the weapon to make it any stronger. However, today, all of my perks were on cooldown. Thanks, game, for crashing twice this morning on me to cause that to happen. Unbelievable. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, so we're going to go off and pick up our first bounty contract of the day inside of Tier 1, and we're going to be taking this on at just white rarity with absolutely no additions to the weapon whatsoever, and today we don't even have dead shots, so there's no perks at all whatsoever. Now, I was really excited to be able to test these. I've been waiting for these to show up. They were supposed to be our week 7 challenge, and that turned into an LMG, which wasn't the greatest. And so I was really excited to see how these were going to perform today. And I'm not going to lie, when I first started this bounty contract inside of Tier 1 being white rarity with absolutely nothing on these, I was not impressed. But my tune changed 100% as I increased the damage output on these Akimbo shotguns throughout this match. So make sure you're watching through the entire video. Definitely helps out my channel as well. And yeah, it changes as you increase the damage output on this. So here we are struggling, I'm not going to lie, struggling to deal with our first bounty contract of the day inside of Tier 1. Being only white rarity, these only have 4 rounds in each shotgun, so you have 8 total unpack-a-punched. But There is definitely, like the range is there's almost no range to this, so you want to be up close and personal when using these, for sure. Of course, if you fire both at the same time, your damage output is going to be even more than if you fire one at a time. So the next thing to do, seeing how that bounty was kind of a struggle, I wanted to go off visit Pack-a-Punch. Melee the Pack-a-Punch machine before I used it, so I can keep the camo on there. And I noticed once I Pack-a-Punch this, like the Reclaimer, you do not get any extra rounds at all. So I'm expecting this to possibly be changed for the aftermarket conversion kit, as pre-Pack-a-Punch you get 4 per shotgun, and after Pack-a-Punch you still only get 4 per shotgun. That kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of expecting there to be a little bit more ammo in these once you have Pack-a-Punch them. But you can see the damage output when you hit a critical shot with both shotguns at the same time. Holy smokes, it is devastating the amount of damage you can do. So at this point, I wasn't really going to wait around to continue to reload this weapon, so I definitely recommend Mags of Holding, and you see me put it on right there. So now we're going to go have our fun final bounty contract inside of Tier 3. We are legendary. We are Pack-a-Punch 1, and we have an ammo mod on our weapon, and we are running Mags of Holding. So we are incredibly overpowered for being inside of Tier 1 at this point. Now, as I was making my way over to this bounty contract, we had a notification pop up on screen that a player had gone down nearby. So, as soon as I grabbed my bounty contract, I made a beeline over to player to make sure we can get them up and get them back in the action, because, you know, going down inside of MW3 Zombies with no PvP, no PvP in the game, there's no reason for us not to be going over and helping and getting other players back up into the action. And wow, we just two-shotted, basically one-shot that Mangler. Unbelievable. And I was super excited to see that I had earned the one-trick camo on the Reclaimer 18 with that bounty kill. That was awesome. So seeing how well this had performed after our first bounty inside of Tier 1, I was eager to keep the damage output where it was and push into Tier 2 and grab ourselves another bounty contract now that these bounties are going to have increased health. We got a Disciple, and I'm not a fan of Disciples at all. You know that if you've been following along on the channel. They are annoying to deal with. They spawn zombies, they beef up zombies, they make strange movements, and definitely a pain in the butt to deal with. However, the damage output on these shotguns inside of Tier 2 being Pack 1 on a Disciple bounty, the damage output was incredible. That was definitely awesome to see. So now it's time to grab our second bounty contract inside of Tier 2, throw on Pack-a-Punch Tier 2, as I am a walking Pack-a-Punch machine, which is truly amazing. I wonder where I fit it. Like, does it sit in my backpack? Do I carry it on my shoulders? Is it a mini one that grows that I can, you know, pop it off my belt? Let me know what you think. So here we are, we got our second bounty contract inside of Tier 2. It was a Mangler, and again, we just demolished that bounty contract inside of Tier 2. So seeing how we'd done across the remaining contracts in Tier 1, the 2 contracts we did in Tier 2, I was feeling really, really confident using this, and I wanted to push into Tier 3, visit the Pack-a-Punch machine to get the rest of the perks, as I was finally able to pick up a Jug, finally. And then Deadshot Daiquiri and the other perks I was missing. And then I wanted to venture into Tier 3, keeping this shotgun at Pack 2 to see just how well it can handle Tier 3 zombies. We've got armored zombies. We've got the dogs moving at, you know, absolute ludicrous speed coming at you. So I was curious to see how well these would perform, being only Pack-a-Punch 2. I mean, the damage output on these is, I'm not going to lie, it is ridiculous. These are incredibly strong. I fully 100% expect a nerf to be coming on this aftermarket conversion kit, if not on the Reclaimer soon. I did not feel like there was a nerf today. I didn't get a chance before recording this video to track down the patch notes, and I didn't see any patch notes posted for today's update at the time of recording this. So I'm not sure if they're going to be nerfing these, but I fully expect them to, with the amount of damage that these are able to dish out. It is truly unbelievable. Now, there was a few things I noticed as you're watching me deal with crowd control here inside of Tier 3 at Pack 2. So when you shoot them, one shot, it seems to like almost do a second shot that it's like you shoot and then the animation's about halfway there afterwards on a second shot. So it's not as quick as just, you know, bang, 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 bang between the two guns. I wasn't seeing that fire rate there. It was acting really strange. So let me know if you guys have run these in your game and you have found a similar kind of inconsistency, I'd say, with the fire rate going from one shotgun to another, as it was something I noticed in this game. Definitely. But the damage, like I said, if you shoot both of these and you hit a critical shot, I mean, we just took a head off George. Just one critical shot with both of these shotguns. We're just lighting him up. The crowd control is definitely a viable option with this. You can see it's not much of an issue. You can dish out an absolute boatload of damage. Now, the fire rate on these Akimbos is a little slower, so that's definitely something that I know some of you are not going to enjoy, is the slower fire rate. But I feel like the damage output on this definitely makes up more than enough for the fact that these shoot a little bit slower. The damage, I've been saying it a ton this match, it truly is ridiculous just how strong these are inside of tier 3. I feel like if they can smooth out the fire rate so that you can kind of consistently fire one and the other, that these are just going to be completely overpowered. And as it stands, they're already pretty much broken, so I would expect a nerf or a patch to these to be coming soon. Honestly, in my opinion, that's what I would expect. So if I was you all, I would take advantage of these. As you can see just how strong they are. We just evaporated George right there with not much of an issue with the critical shots. So I wanted to grab another bounty contract and see how well we could perform with this one, just to show you guys, you know, how well this performs inside of tier 3. We got a mimic this time and a bunch of other zombies in the area. You can see the armored zombie is getting wrecked. We hit him with the dead wire activated, so that wasn't much of an issue. Our mimic here is walking toward us, and you can see the damage we're dishing out. Now I'm doing one and then the other instead of two at a time. As I was curious to see if I could get that fire rate when you're firing, you know, left and right to be a little bit more fluid and consistent. It didn't really feel like it. You can see sometimes it's popping off, and other times it's misfiring or not firing. I'm not sure if it was, you know, if my mouse is dying from clicking it so much from playing MW3. That very well could be a thing. But it definitely dishes out a boatload of damage. You can see I fired two at once at the end there and just completely took him out. Same thing with the Disciple. We're firing double shots into the Disciple, and that was not much of a struggle to push that Disciple away. We got an epic tool out of that, which wasn't too bad to see. Wasn't the best loot by far. And then I was going to go grab myself some more decoys, and I found that there was another bounty contract right there. So I wanted to go ahead and pick that up and possibly see if I could get a sigil out of one of these bounties, so I could get off into the Dark Aether and show you guys how well this performs inside of the Dark Aether. Unfortunately, the game did not give me any sigils today in any of my contracts inside of Tier 3, which kind of was a bit of a bummer. But you can see, you get up close and personal with a Mega Abomination bounty contract, and you fire both of these into one head, and you can remove that head from the Mega Abomination with one double shot. It's truly awesome. I think the fastest you could possibly get rid of a Mega Abomination with these at max damage is 6 shots. If you're right up close and personal during the laser attack, you should be able to take out your Mega Abomination bounty contract in about 6. Now, I also wanted to point out here, I don't know what was going on with my graphics. I recently uninstalled and reinstalled MW3 as I was having issues with crashing and just wanted to give the game a refresh, like I do every now and then, just to kind of help it out. And so I'm not sure what changed for my graphic settings at this point. I did check after match, and it had turned my downloaded assets or textures or whatever, it turned it up from minimal. So if you're having issues with graphics in your game, the live streaming graphics or whatever, turn that down to the lowest possible setting, and that should help some of the graphic issues that you do see near the end. Like the Mega Abomination's looking kind of not the prettiest. Things weren't rendering in properly at the end of the match here, so I was a little confused as to what was going on with the graphics. There was also a graphics driver update, so if you're on PC and you haven't checked by the time you watch this video, you might want to check. You might have a graphics drivers update to install before you play today, so heads up for you on that. And then we have Season 6 coming on the 18th, so I'm super pumped and excited to get to the new weapons inside of Season 6. But you know, overall, my thoughts and feelings on this aftermarket conversion kit to make the Reclaimer 18 akimbo is it is ridiculous for damage output. These shotguns dish out, I think, honestly, the most damage per shot in the game right now. Currently, I believe that is the case. They're absolutely ridiculous to use. You can see me clearing out the tier 1 exfil like a walk in the park. Literally no stress at all. The custom inspection, when you inspect these, is truly absolutely amazing. Your player actually puts one of the shotgun shells in their mouth, which is ridiculous. So overall, I definitely think these are insanely broken, and I expect a nerf coming soon. So take advantage of these, get inside of your games, and use these to take out your bounty contracts and complete a whole bunch of challenges inside of your Zombies games. Truly an awesome, ton of fun weapon to use inside of your Zombies games. I highly recommend you go ahead and unlock these with the week 8 challenges and give them a shot inside of your games. Got some definite good loot from that run. And this is the Jak Devastator's aftermarket conversion kit. This is what it does. Here are the pros and cons that it does to your weapon so that you guys can see. And then, like I always do, this is the build that I put together for the Akimbo Reclaimer shotguns today. If you guys want to make any changes to the build, let's go ahead and work together down in the comment section to make that happen. And the camo that I was running today is under all camos, and it is the brand new event camo called a Chainbreaker. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll catch you guys in the next one.